French Riviera and the islands of Porquerolles. Let us discover together this beautiful part of the south of France. During 2 weeks of sailing, we slowly explore the beauty of this coastline, one bay after another. We visit the islands of Porquerolles and Port Cros, sleep at anchor and discover small Provençal villages while enjoying the simple rhythm of life at sea. There will be beautiful sunsets and unforgettable sunrises. As always, plenty of swimming and underwater adventures, fresh seafood cooked on board, and local markets full of atmosphere. Together we explore one of the most famous sailing destinations in the Mediterranean. So if you love the sea, sailing, and authentic travel experiences, this journey is for you. Hello everyone, and welcome on board. Are you ready to start a new season of sailing, sea and sun? Have you already chosen your destination for this summer? If not, this time we will take you to the French Riviera, from Hyères to Saint Tropez, passing through the beautiful islands of Porquerolles. It will be 2 weeks full of beauty, relax, new discoveries and good French food. The first week it will be just the two of us, me and Ivo. Then during the second week my mom Valentina will join us. But you will see everything step by step. Now, let us begin, and as always we start with provisioning. France, it is something incredible. Esh fish, cheese, fruit, and the wine, a selection that can really make you lose your head. It's the beauty of it, you can choose everything you like and bring something special on board. RSE, there is no service here, you have to do everything yourself. You owe small local shops to markets or to the supermarket. You buy your food and bring it to the boat. We rented the boat in Hyères with a small charter company. A beautiful Bavaria 37 for the first week. We leave from the port of Hyères, heading to the stunning islands of Porquerolles. Heard so much about them and now it is time to discover them. Each distance is very short, around 5 nautical miles. Just a quick sail. First stop is one of the most famous beaches on the island, Plage de Notre-Dame. Beautiful bay with clear water, amazing colors and wild nature. Those places where you immediately feel you are in the right place. As soon as the anchor touches the seabed, we jump into the water for a nice swim. At the beginning of the season, the water is still quite fresh. The desire for the sea is stronger and we enjoy it anyway. And we go ashore for a walk. Discover this wild part of the island. After the Plage de Notre-Dame, the landscape changes completely. Sandy beach becomes rocky coastline surrounded by nature. You enter a protected area of the Parc National de Port Cros, a served environment where nature is still in control. In the rocks and the Mediterranean vegetation, you can see many seabirds nesting peacefully, tea and authentic place, where time feels like it has stopped. Around lunchtime, we go back to the boat and prepare our fresh fish, just bought from the local fish shop. It is huge, so good that we enjoy it today, and we keep the rest for tomorrow, maybe for a pasta or a salad. The bones and leftovers, do not last long. The seagulls here are everywhere, loud and very bold, and they quickly take their share, creating a real show. In the morning we sailed just a few miles, just enough to move to the nearby beach, Plage de la Courtade. Here everything is so close, so calm, and we quickly understand that this trip will not be about long sailing days, but about relax and small moments to truly enjoy, because in the end, this is what we are looking for. Sometimes you want the open sea and longer distances, but after a full year of work, what you really want is to slow down, move less, but stay in beautiful places with an amazing sea that lets you fully relax and feel connected with nature. This will be the true spirit of this trip. I love cooking on board. And when you have fresh products like these clams, everything becomes special. Night I prepared pasta with clams, tea of garlic, a touch of chili, good olive oil, and some lemon zest, accompanied by a fantastic rose from Provence. Is the magic of this trip. If it starts like this, it is already a perfect beginning. Breakfast is a truly special moment, the perfect start of the day. What do you prefer? Sweet or savory? Enjoy a bit of everything: eggs, yogurt, fruit, a good coffee, tea. Are honest, it is probably our favorite moment of the day. Maybe. It is also because breakfast is almost always in the hands of Evo. After breakfast, it is time to move a little. We go for a nice run, do some exercises, and at the same time explore the island. Aras, there is no better way to discover a place slowly, surrounded by nature, breathing in everything around us. Porquerolles is actually a very small island. There are almost no cars here, and most people move around by bicycle or on foot, which gives the island a very calm and peaceful atmosphere. Roads pass through vineyards, pine forests, and small hidden corners that make you feel far away from everything. Cross the island almost from one side to the other. Though, to be honest, this time our run became much longer than expected. We got a little lost between the tiny countryside roads and forest paths. Maybe this is also the beauty of places like this. Stop looking at the map, slow down, and simply enjoy the moment. And in the end, what started as a simple morning workout became a beautiful little adventure. And what about you? What do you do to stay active even during vacation? And now, a well-deserved lunch and a little relax in this paradise. This is exactly the magic of sailing. You have your home moving with you, surrounded every day by a different natural swimming pool. When you feel like changing the view, you simply lift the anchor and go. For the evening, we decide to move to the heart of the island, village de Porquerolles, practically the only village on the entire island. And you will not believe it. The distance is really tiny, sent 1 nautical mile. Lift the anchor, sail for a few minutes, and we are already in the bay of the village. Is also a small marina here, but we definitely prefer staying at anchor. More peaceful, much more authentic. Village is tiny, but full of charm. Streets, bougainvillea everywhere, bicycles, colorful flowers, small restaurants, and lively little bars. Of course, we are in the south of France. The atmosphere here is truly special. Relaxed, simple, very Provençal, almost like a movie. The evening we choose a small lounge bar at sunset, of those places where time completely slows down. Tart with a nice aperitif, enjoying the sunset and this beautiful relaxed atmosphere. A simple dinner without any rush, indeed by quiet conversations, the smell of the sea and the warm evening air. Moments like this, we truly understand why we love this lifestyle so much. But we almost never manage to stay in the same place for too long. The sun is still high, and this is the beauty of the beginning of the season. The days feel endless.
Dove andiamo, capitano?
Vi porto in una bellissima baia, si chiama la baia delle Langostine. Si mangiano le langostine. Guarda il tramonto e andiamo verso il sole.
We decide to lift the anchor once again and discover a new bay. It's time we move to Anse du Langoustier. Name comes from the old lobster fishermen who used to shelter here many years ago. The place still has this wild and very nautical atmosphere. This is exactly what we love so much about these islands. Few miles, but every bay feels like a completely different world. In the morning, during our usual run, we explored this side of Porquerolles. Here you can also find the famous Le Mas du Langoustier, a quiet luxury hotel surrounded by nature, with beautiful private beaches and an atmosphere that feels completely disconnected from the rest of the world. And honestly, if we were not sailing lovers and had to choose one place to stay for a relaxing week in the middle of wild nature, this would probably be one of our top choices. But we are not made to stay too long in the same place. Once again, we lift the anchor and change island. It's time we move to Port Cros, the wildest and most protected island of the archipelago. Already on arrival, you immediately feel that the atmosphere here is different. Enter a bay surrounded by untouched nature, green everywhere, and an old stone tower dominating the entrance of the anchorage. Everything here feels more remote, more authentic, almost frozen in time. This is exactly the incredible charm of Port Cros. For us, this became one of those places that you simply do not want to leave. And you will not believe it, but we stayed in this bay for 2 nights in a row. It is honestly very unusual for us. We're just enjoying life here too much. Teeing, relaxing, swimming, diving into the water, then eating again, another swim, another quiet moment in the sun. In the end, we simply decided not to move. Looking back now, we should have explored more of Port Cros. Felt so good in this place that we did not want to leave at all. There is something very special about Port Cros. Maybe because it still feels untouched and wild, unlike many other places on the French Riviera. There are no big roads, almost no cars, no loud beach clubs or crowds, just nature, silence, turquoise water and small hidden bays. This is exactly why so many French people love this island so much. It feels authentic, protected, peaceful. You spend your days swimming, eating slowly, watching the sunrise and sunset from the boat. After a while you completely forget about time. RT Cros is not a place for rushing, it's a place where you slow down, breathe deeply and simply enjoy life. Along with the boat, we also rented this underwater scooter. And honestly, it was such a fun toy. Pulls you underwater surprisingly fast, and in just a few seconds you can already reach several meters of depth. Only thing is, you really need to know how to equalize your ears properly while going down. Use once you hold it with both hands and start moving fast underwater, it is not so easy to stop and adjust. Apart from that, it is an amazing experience and so much fun to use. There is nothing better than a beautiful lunch on board. Today we enjoy fresh pesto pasta made at home before the trip, together with a nice chilled rose from Provence. We truly love rose from this region. Light, smooth, refreshing. During a warm summer day like this, it is simply perfect. Ter lunch, of course. More swims in this paradise. We take the dinghy and start exploring the bay around us. Look at this place, absolutely incredible. At the entrance of the bay stands the historic Fort du Moulin, an old stone tower built centuries ago to protect the island from pirate attacks and invasions coming from the sea. It has become one of the symbols of Port Cros, watching silently over this wild and protected coastline. Nestle. Seeing it from the water makes the whole place feel even more special and timeless. And guess what? Yes, time to eat again and drink again. 'Cause life on a sailing boat is basically this: swim, sleep, eat, drink, and repeat. Honestly, we absolutely love this rhythm of life. The first part of our trip is slowly coming to an end. With a little sadness, we leave this place of pure peace and regeneration behind us. One last look at the beauty of this bay, and then it is time to head back toward the port of Hyères. Around 20 nautical miles are waiting for us, with a beautiful wind for sailing. Later in the afternoon, the forecast announces gusts up to 40 or even 45 knots. We leave quite early to enjoy the good conditions while everything is still manageable. Now, the navigation is absolutely beautiful. RST, we take one reef in the mainsail, then later even the second reef goes in as the wind keeps increasing. Honestly, this is exactly the kind of sailing we love. Sailing with 25 to 30 knots of wind with two reefs in the mainsail is such a beautiful feeling. The sea is still quite flat, but the wind keeps getting stronger, filling the sails and covering everything with salt spray. The boat feels fast, alive, and so do we. Wind, salt on the skin, the sound of the water is the kind of moment that gives you pure happiness and adrenaline at the same time. Honestly, this is exactly why we love the sea so much. If you love the sea as much as we do, and you reach this point of the video, we would really love to invite you to subscribe to our channel if you are not already subscribed. Your support gives us the motivation to continue sharing our adventures with you. Right now we are entering the port to restock the boat and welcome Valentina, my mom, on board. And it will be time to continue exploring the beautiful coastline of the French Riviera. Hyères is considered one of the most historic towns on this part of the French Riviera. Many people know it as the gateway to the islands of Porquerolles and Port Cros, but Hyères is also famous for its medieval old town, salt marshes, palm trees, and its long connection with the sea and sailing. It was one of the first real seaside resorts on the French Riviera, already loved by European aristocrats during the 19th century because of its mild climate all year round. And even today, you can still feel this relaxed and timeless atmosphere. Walking through the small streets, between local shops, Provençal markets and outdoor cafes, truly part of the journey itself. And for us, it is time to sail again. This time we changed the boat and took a slightly bigger one for the second part of the trip. Before continuing our route towards Saint Tropez and exploring the French Riviera, we make one more short stop in Porquerolles because we really wanted to show Valentina how beautiful this island is. And honestly, every time you leave the harbor, take the route again and feel the wind in your hair, it is always an incredible feeling, because in the end, sailing itself is part of the journey. It is amazing how close everything is here. A very short time, the whole scenery and atmosphere completely change. A beautiful light wind, we enjoy a wonderful sail and arrive in the late afternoon in the bay near the village de Porquerolles. Water is still cold, but of course we jump in anyway. Then in the evening, we go ashore, walk through the small streets of the village, enjoy an aperitif at sunset, and soak in this relaxed atmosphere that seems to be everywhere here. And finally, back to the boat for our first dinner on board together. In the morning, after a relaxed breakfast, we continue our navigation along the coast. Today the weather looks completely different compared to the previous days. The sky is gray and fully covered by clouds, but later in the afternoon the forecast should improve. In the meantime, we take advantage of this beautiful wind. The breeze blows around 15 to 18 knots, perfect conditions for sailing, and the boat moves fast and smoothly across the water. Our destination today is Plage de l'Estagnol, a bay well known among sailors because it offers very good protection from northerly, northeasterly and westerly winds. The bay is open to the south, but today the conditions are perfect for a calm anchorage. The seabed here is mostly sand and quite shallow, which gives excellent holding for the anchor. Exactly the kind of safe and peaceful stop we were looking for today. The weather forecast was right after all. As soon as we arrived in the bay, the sky completely opened up, the temperature started rising again, and suddenly everything felt like summer once more. We stopped for a beautiful dinner on board, surrounded by calm water and the peaceful atmosphere of the bay. And early the next morning, of course, straight into the water. His sea is absolutely incredible. His is the French Riviera, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this beauty. And of course, our morning run and exploration of the area could not be missing. Honestly, this coastline is absolutely stunning. One bay more beautiful than the next, long beaches with soft white sand, turquoise water and pine forests reaching almost to the sea. Around Plage de l'Estagnol, the beaches are famous for their shallow, crystal-clear water and untouched Mediterranean nature. And because it is still the beginning of the season, everything feels even more peaceful. Very few people, almost no noise, just the sound of the sea, the wind in the trees, and this incredible feeling of space and freedom. Is part of the French Riviera still feels surprisingly wild and natural. Maybe this is exactly what makes it so special. There is nothing more beautiful than cooking on board for the people you love and sharing good food together. Today, spaghetti with clams and a lot of love. Honestly, eating a plate of spaghetti with clams at home or eating it on a boat, it is just not the same thing. Oh, not know exactly why, but trust us, there is definitely a difference. And now, time for some fun. Nally, I really understood how to use this underwater scooter properly, and honestly, it is incredibly fun. Oaring the underwater world like this feels completely different, like flying underwater. And with this beautiful summer feeling around us, we continue our route along the coast. This time the destination is Les Lavandous. More coastline, more hidden bays, more new places to discover. And honestly, Valentina keeps asking us the same question every single time we lift the anchor. But why do we have to move? It is already so beautiful here. And every time we try to convince her, trust us, the next place will be even more beautiful. Then we arrive somewhere new, and she looks around and says, why? This place is even more beautiful. It becomes the story of the whole trip. Bay feels impossible to leave. You discover the next one. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Our main destination of this trip, Saint Tropez. Saint Tropez is a very special place. First came here many years ago during our honeymoon and spent a beautiful weekend here. And we returned again some years later for the famous Girardia Rolex Cup, where we actually took part in the regatta aboard the sailing yacht Meran. This was not just one race. Spent an entire week sailing and racing, started from Genoa, sailed to San Remo, then raced all the way to Saint Tropez. Till arriving here, we spent several days doing short coastal races every day around Saint Tropez, with real regatta atmosphere, competition and intense sailing. Then came the big offshore race, leaving Saint Tropez, sailing around the famous Girardia Rock near Corsica, and finally returning back to Genoa. It was sporty, demanding, authentic, and honestly an unforgettable experience. And if you would like to see that old video, let us know in the comments. The quality is definitely not like today, but it is still a beautiful memory and a very special part of our sailing life. Arriving here now in a completely different way, slowly and peacefully, without racing and without pressure, feels very special. Somehow Saint Tropez feels even more beautiful like this. What makes this village so famous? In Ali, Saint Tropez was just a small fishing village. During the 1950s and 60s, artists, writers and celebrities started coming here, transforming it into one of the most iconic destinations on the French Riviera. Today, it is famous for its luxury yachts, beach clubs, colorful old port, and glamorous atmosphere. At the same time, it still keeps the charm of a small Mediterranean village hidden behind all the glamour. Maybe this contrast is exactly what makes Saint Tropez so unique. And yes, by now, you probably understood that for us, Saint Tropez is truly a very special place. Honestly, Saint Tropez is not only about yachts and glamour. Food culture here is also part of the experience. We always eat sardines everywhere because we love them, but if you come here, there are two things you absolutely should not miss. RST1 is the famous pain bagnat, a traditional sandwich from the south of France made with tuna, olive oil, tomatoes, eggs, anchovies, and fresh vegetables inside rustic bread. Nestle, taking one of these sandwiches, sitting by the sea with a cold beer and simply enjoying the moment, feels absolutely perfect. Of course, the legendary tarte tropezienne, brioche filled with a light cream made from custard and buttercream, created here in Saint Tropez many years ago and now famous all over France. And honestly, there is nothing better than stopping at one of the small restaurants in the shade and enjoying a light lunch. Of course, sardines and mussels could not be missing. Mussels for Valentina and the sardines for me. Only problem today? Famous tarte tropezienne was already sold out. Restaurant even sent us to the pastry shop where they normally get them from. But they were sold out there too, really simply too popular here. We ended up trying an eclair filled with fresh cream and caramel. It was probably one of the best desserts we have eaten in years. And overlooking the entrance of Saint Tropez, you cannot miss the massive Citadelle de Saint Tropez. This huge fortress was built at the beginning of the 17th century to protect the town from attacks coming from the sea. With its large hexagonal shape dominating the bay, it became one of the symbols of Saint Tropez. Today, besides the incredible panoramic views over the sea and the port, it also reminds visitors that Saint Tropez was once a strategic maritime village long before becoming a glamorous destination. It is time for us to leave this beautiful village behind and continue our route back toward the marina where our journey started. Just for your information, in Saint Tropez we managed to moor at the transit dock and spent almost the entire afternoon here, around 4 to 5 hours. And in the end, surprisingly, we did not have to pay anything for the transit stay. So we thanked the marina staff, released the mooring lines and continued our navigation along the coast, full of old memories, but also new emotions that this small and authentic village once again gave us. After 30 nautical miles, we arrived just in time for sunset, anchoring right below Fort de Brégançon, the famous summer residence of the President of France. The bay here is absolutely beautiful, with crystal clear water, pine trees reaching almost to the sea, and this historic fortress standing on the rocks above the coastline. And honestly, sailing has some nice advantages, because while having dinner on board at sunset, right under the presidential residence, you suddenly realize that tonight we probably have almost the same sea view as the President of France himself. Today is a special day. It is Valentina's birthday. Celebrating like this, in a simple and authentic way surrounded by the sea, does not feel bad at all. Day is also our last day at sea. We celebrate, make a toast, enjoy the moment together, and then it is time to continue our route and return to the marina in Hyères before 5 in the afternoon. One last beautiful sail before the end of this trip. Last miles always feel a little emotional. Use after days like these, the rhythm of life on board slowly becomes part of you. Up with the sea, sail, swim, cook together, discover new bays, watch sunsets from the boat. Suddenly, all the small, simple moments become the most beautiful memories. You for being with us during this journey. Stayed until the end of this video, it probably means that you love the sea, freedom, and adventure just as much as we do. We would really love to have you with us also in the next adventures. So do not forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and write us a comment. We always love reading your messages and sharing this passion for the sea together with you. And now, it is time for us to sail home.